This is a dirty phone call. Larry and I will be in the country, so we'll miss any birthday celebration. Anyway, you're 35. Who wants to celebrate being that old? Well, I only hope I look as good as you when I'm your age.
Hi, Bob. It's Peter. Get those girls out of your bed and pick up the phone, will you? God, I'm so envious I can't even talk. Call me.
Hi, Robert. It's April. I forgot what I was gonna say.
Hi, Bobby. It's Amy. I just called to say that if I'm late for the surprise birthday party tonight, please tell Paul I'm running late. You're not supposed to know that there's Judy? Judy? Oh, goodness, I'm afraid I've dialed a wrong number. Sorry, just ignore this phone call. Oh, God, you'll never believe what I just did.
Hey, Bob, it's Marta. Long time no hear. Well, doctor said false alarm, I'm not pregnant, so hey, you can feel free to return my calls again, huh?
Hi, this is Bob. Yes, today is my birthday. And yes, you may leave a message about how happy you are that I'm turning 35. And whatever you're calling about, the answer is yes.
Bobby.
My birthday.
Bobby.
It's my birthday. Do you know you had me scared to death? I was just about to run out of this place like nobody's business. I was. I mean, I didn't know. I mean, what kind of friends would surprise you on your 35th birthday? Mine. Then again, how many times do you get to be 35? 11? Okay, come on, say it. Get it over with. It's embarrassing. Quick, I can't stand it.
Happy birthday, Robert!
I stood it. Thank you for including me in your thoughts, your lives, your families. Yes, thank you for remembering. Thank you.
You don't look it.
Well, I feel it.
It's the birthday boy.
Now you've rehearsed. Very good. I am touched.
I love it when people are really surprised.
She loves it when people are really surprised.
If you don't like our present, you can take it back.
Well, I haven't even seen it yet.
I mean, though, if you don't like it.
Why don't you wait for the man to open the thing?
I know I like it.
Why don't you just take it back?
Oh, for God's sake, he just said he likes it.
Pretend not to notice, Harry, Robert. I think I'll leave.
I was being funny, Sarah. We could stay a little longer.
Hey, Bob, take ours back, too.
Here's from Paul and me. If I were you, I would take it back and get the money. It cost so much I fainted.
It did not, Robert. It's a sweater.
You told what it was. Well, when I saw the price tag, I thought it was a house.
Miss, you. Yes, you. Tell him to take yours back and get the money. It's not the gift, it's the cost that counts.
Who is that?
That is I, miss. I am very rich, and I am married to him, and I'd introduce him, but I forgot his name.
Many happy returns of the day, old man.
David will now deliver our greeting. Go on, sweetheart.
Robert, happy birthday from us.
Happy birthday, Robert.
And may this year bring you fame, fortune, and your first wife.
Here.
Listen, I'm fine without the 3.
You bet your ass, baby.
He might have meant that semi-humorously.
Oh, isn't she darling? All that insight.
She's a great kidder. See what I mean?
All right, let's go out to many happy returns, and that's about enough about me. I'm just indeed lucky to have all of you. I mean, when you've got friends like
Now
mine...
blow out your candles and make a wish.
Don't tell your wish, Bobby, or it won't come true.
You have to close your eyes and blow them all out. Be sure you make it a good one, Robert.
You still get your wish. He still gets his wish.
He does. It must be a new room.
Sure you do. Don't believe a word of it.
Of course you do.
Oh, I know it, I will. Actually, I didn't wish for anything.
He's kidding. You gotta be kidding.
Anyway, don't tell it.
Tell it if it's dirty.
They say you're not supposed to tell it.
Paul's right. Don't tell.
Anyway, Robert, you're in your prime. 35.
Harry, hush! You don't tell a person's age at our ages. Bobby.
Bobby.
Bobby, baby.
Bobby Booby.
Robbie!
Robert, darling.
Bobby, we've been trying to call you. Bobby Booby.
Angel, I've got something to tell
Bobby,
you.
love. Bobby, honey. Bobby, we've been trying to reach you all day.
Thanks for asking.
There was something I wanted to say.
Your life is busy, Bobby. Bobby, how have you been? Stop by on your way home. Bobby, we've been thinking of you. Come by anytime.
Bobby, there's a concert on TV.
And get married, get into town.
How about some
rings, door chimes, in comes company. No strings, good times, room hums company. Late nights, quick bites, party games, deep talks, long walks, telephone calls. Thoughts shared, souls bared, private names, all those photos up on the walls. With love filling the days. With love, 70 ways to Bobby with love. From all those good and crazy people, my friends. Those good and crazy people, my married friends. And that's what it's all about, isn't it? That's what it's really about, really about.
Bobby, baby.
Bobby, Bobby.
Robert, darling, angel, will you do me a favor?
David, Sarah.
Somehow I like your opinion.
Try me, Peter.
Bobby, there's a problem I need your advice.
Amy, can I call you back tomorrow?
This is the kids, my torch.
Jenny, I could take him to the zoo. Right. Susie, I'll wake it up to 7 if I can. Sorry, Larry and Joanne.
If hell I have to work Thursday evening. Bobby, will you know how I hate
Harry, David, Catherine, April, Marta, listen, people.
Bobby, baby, Bobby, 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 come on over for dinner. We'll be so glad to see you. Bobby, come on over for dinner. Just be the three of us, only the three of us. We phone rings, door chimes, in comes company. No strings, good times, just chums company. Late nights, quick bites, party games, deep talks, long walks, telephone calls. Thoughts shared, souls bared, private names, all those photos up on the walls. With love filling the days. With love, 70 ways to Bobby with love. From all these good and crazy people, your friends. These good and crazy people, your married friends. And that's what it's all about, isn't it? That's what it's really about, isn't it? That's what it's really about, really about, isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it? Company, lots of company. Life is company, love is company.
Harry, it's the door. I'll get it.
I've got it.
I'll get it. I always do.
What was that clock chime?
5 o'clock.
Thank God. Cocktail hour.
Final departure call for NSEW Airlines Flight 119. Will the passengers who have not boarded please do so?
What the hell is that noise?
They're either cleaning the building next door or tearing it down. Taxi! Taxi!
Will you stop blowing that horn?
Paul, what is that noise?
I don't hear anything.
David, the phone.
I'm getting it.
The kids, it's gonna wake up the kids.
There's cinnamon in the coffee, Robert. The odd taste is cinnamon. Sugar and cream?
Both, may I have lots of both?
Of course you may.
Do you want some brandy in it, Robert?
You having some, Harry?
We don't drink. Let you have some, you darling. Go ahead.
Or do you want a real drink? We have anything you want.
Well, Harry, if you don't mind, could I have some bourbon?
Right.
Sweetheart.
It's okay, darling.
Are you both on the wagon? Sarah, you're not on the wagon.
Goodness, Robert, all the questions. Or do you just
collect trivia, like some old quiz show contestant. We spend half our lives with you, and now you notice Harry's on the wagon.
A year and a half.
No, love, just a year.
It was a year in February. It's a year and a half now.
I know for a fact next month it'll be a year.
And a half.
1 year. Count it 1. Harry got arrested for being drunk and quit out of some kind of humiliation.
I quit to see if I could is actually what happened. Come on, I must have told you all about that.
Never. You never mentioned it, or I never would have brought the bourbon. How were you arrested?
Another question. Here, why don't you try one of these brownies you brought?
I was in California on business, and I really got soused one night. And these guys drove me back to my hotel, but instead of going in, I walked down to the corner to get something to eat, to sober up.
You said it was 3 blocks.
No, just the corner.
3 blocks.
Anyway, this patrol car stopped me, and he said, "You're drunk." I said, "Drunk? I'm clobbered." He said, "I'm taking you in. Take me to my hotel, for God's sake." I said, "It's just on the corner."
3 blocks away.
Anyway, they mugged me and booked me for being drunk. Unbelievable. And then, Robert, the very next time I was out there, I got arrested all over again. Drunk driving. I only had wine.
Only 3 bottles.
And I insisted on taking the drunk test. I flunked it by 1 point.
And that is when you quit, Precious. He always thinks it was the first arrest, but it was the second. We never told you that? Curious. I thought Harry had told everybody.
Anyway, I quit to see if I really had a drinking problem, and I don't.
Just a problem drinking.
Do you miss it?
Do you see how you talk in questions? Harry, do you miss it?
No. I really don't.
Yes, he really does. Hi, darling.
Anyway, I stopped and I haven't had a drink since.
Whoops.
What's whoops? I haven't had a drink since.
At Sheila and George's wedding.
A toast, for God's sake. Sorry, Robert. You must have noticed how staggering falling down drunk I got on 1 swallow of champagne.
I never said you got drunk, but you did have the champagne.
A swallow, 1 swallow.
And it was gone. An elephant swallow?
I'd like to ask for another bourbon, but I'm terrified.
Darling, Robert, put a nipple on a bottle for all we care. Don't you want a brownie?
Oh, God, no, I'll bust.
Bust? Yeah. Bust, you skinny thing. Look at you. Your bones, skin and bones. I bet when you get on a scale, it goes the other way. Minus.
Well, thank you, Sarah. I am touched and honored. And I think I was just insulted.
Oh, Robert, I was just praying you would eat one so I could watch.
Sarah, is it possible that you've become a food voyeur?
Mexican food. What I crave without cease is Mexican food with all the Tabasco sauce in the world.
Don't eat that brownie.
I'm not. I'm just smelling it. Oh, Robert, you eat one.
Not with bourbon.
And chocolate. I would kill for chocolate. Or a baked potato with sour cream and chives. Oh, doesn't that just make you writhe? Or hot sourdough bread with all the butter there is.
Chili.
Chili. Oh, dear God, yes, chili.
Manicotti.
Oh, yeah, manicotti. 1 teaspoon of manicotti.
Sara Lee cake.
Sara Lee cake. Sara Lee is the most phenomenal woman since Eleanor Roosevelt.
How about sweet and sour shrimp?
How about sweet and sour anything?
I get the impression you guys are on diets.
Not me, Sarah.
Look at these pants, Robert. You can stick your fist in here. That's how much weight I've lost.
Oh, she always does that. Look, I could put my fist in my pants too, you know. She thinks I buy that.
No, darling, I've lost 8 pounds already.
It's the magazines, Robert. Did you ever read any of those women's magazines? It's pages and pages of cakes, pies, roasts, potatoes. I bet Sarah subscribes to about 40 magazines. It's a sickness. We're up to our ass in magazines.
I read them all.
Don't.
Do.
Wrestling. She even subscribes to a magazine on wrestling.
It's karate. Not wrestling, it's karate.
Wouldn't you love to see it? All those fat broads in her gym learning karate. And what wouldn't you give to see that?
Strangely enough, darling, I'm terribly good at it.
How long have you been studying it?
Who asked that question? Oh, Robert. 7 months, dear.
Show us some karate.
No, Robert, would you like some more coffee, love? You, Harry?
No, I want some karate. I want to see how my money is being wasted.
No.
Do one thing.
No.
Oh, come on. I really would give anything to see you do just one. I bet you're excellent. Hey, I'll be your partner.
No, Harry, this is embarrassing.
Oh, come on!
God, all right.
Hey, hooray!
I'm throw.
Woohoo!
Harry, do you want to stand there?
Where?
There.
All right, I'm standing here. Now what?
Okay, now just come at me.
Okay.
Fantastic. That's hysterical.
Actually, I could have prevented that
Ow.
by blocking it.
No, I can't be blocked.
Oh, it certainly can. I just didn't do it.
Oh, anyway, Robert, that can't be blocked.
Let's do it again.
All right, darling.
I'm coming at you again.
Okay.
It's the little things you do together, that make perfect relationships. The hobbies you pursue together, savings you accrue together, looks you misconstrue together, that make marriage a joy.
That's very good.
Once more. Let's do it. Once more.
Harry, could I have another bourbon?
All right, you break first.
You break first.
We can just stay right here.
It's all right with me. It's fine with me.
Fine.
You're both very good.
Thank you.
I could get out of this, you know.
Try it.
Okay, I tried.
Uncle.
Uncle your ass!
It's the little things you share together, swear together, wear together, that make perfect relationships. The concerts you enjoy together, neighbors you annoy together, children you destroy together, that keep marriage intact. It's not so hard to be married when to maneuver as one. It's not so hard to be married, and Jesus Christ, is it fun? It's sharing little winks together, drinks together, kinks together, that make marriage a joy. It's bargains that you shop together, cigarettes you stop together, clothing that you swap together, that make perfect relationships. It's not talk of God and the decade ahead that allows you to get through the worst. It's I do and you don't and nobody said that, and who brought the subject up first. It's the little things, the little things, the little things, the little things,
The little ways you try together,
cry together,
lie together,
that make perfect relationships. Becoming a cliche together,
growing old and gray together,
withering away together,
that make marriage a joy. It's not so hard to be married.
It's much the cleanest of crimes.
It's not so hard to be married.
I've done it 3 or 4 times.
It's people that you hate together.
Rates together, dates together.
That make marriage a joy.
It's things like using force together.
Shouting to your horse together.
Getting a divorce together,
That make perfect relationships. Kiss, kiss.
Wow, look at the time. I've got to get going. Listen, I had a really great time.
So did we.
It was great to see you. You sure you wouldn't care for a nightcap?
Right. No. I mean, will I see you guys soon?
Don't answer that, Harry. He gets no more questions, that sneaky Pete.
I'll turn out the lights.
I will. I always do.
No, you don't.
Harry, I love you.
Harry? You ever sorry you got married?
You're always sorry. You're always grateful. You're always wondering what might have been. Then she walks in. And still you're sorry. And still you're grateful. And still you wonder. And still you doubt. And she goes out. Everything's different, nothing's changed. Only maybe slightly rearranged. You're sorry, grateful, regretful, happy. Why look for answers where none occur? You always are what you always were, which has nothing to do with, all to do with her. You're always sorry, you're always grateful. You hold her thinking, I'm not alone. You're still alone. You don't live for her, you do live with her. You're scared she's starting to drift away, and scared she'll stay. Good things get better, bad get worse. Wait, I think I meant that in reverse. You're sorry, grateful, regretful, happy. Why look for answers when none occur? You'll always be what you always were, which has nothing to do with, all to do with her. You'll always be what you always were, which has nothing to do with, all to do with her. Nothing to do with, all to do with her.
Bob, where the hell are you?
I'm out here.
For Christ's sake, what are you doing out here?
Oh, it is so great to have a terrace in this city. Wow.
Really? We just use it to store old sleds and stuff.
Look, hundreds of thousands of terraces in New York. Never once have I seen a single person out on even one of them.
Plus you worry about kids tracking in dirt or falling over.
Everyone can hear everything you say. Are you listening? Not to mention, look at all the birds do.
And noisy. You cannot even hear yourself think. And what can you see? All you can see is the building across the street.
Well, if you lean way out and look over there, you can see the East River.
Except that you really can't. Peter almost met his maker one night trying to see that dumb old East River. He did.
You saved him?
Me? No. Oh, well, I suppose in a way.
She fainted, so I got down.
Peter just is not afraid of anything at all. Unfortunately, I simply was not made that way. One day, Peter fell off the ladder when he was putting up my curio cabinet, and he split his head right open. Well, I fainted. I came to, I looked at his head, and I fainted again.
4 times she fainted that night.
Well, see, now, to me, that is so sweet. That is charm. Oh, you gotta be one lucky guy, Peter. I mean, hey, that kind of southern graciousness just ain't much of that around these parts. You two are, he said with envy, just beautiful together. Really, a terrific pair. And Peter, if you ever decide to leave her, I want to be the first to know.
Well,
You're the first to know.
we're getting divorced.
We haven't told anyone yet.
Oh. I'm so surprised. Maybe you'll work it out. Don't think so, huh? Well, I'm sure that no one can imagine how you feel, or I feel.
Feel? I just don't feel anything. Here, David, I don't care for anymore. It's too small. It's too small. It probably just doesn't work on me. Do you feel anything, David? Do you, honey? Because I don't.
You will.
When? I mean, we've had two, for heaven's sake. I think maybe it depends on the person's constitution, don't you, Dave? Well, listen, it's always good to try everything once.
Just wait.
I'm not planning on going anywhere. Maybe I'm just too dumb or square, but I honestly don't feel anything. Do you, David? Because I don't. Absolutely nothing. Honestly, not a thing. I mean, I wish I did. I just don't. Maybe they gave you real grass right off the front lawn. I knew I wouldn't feel anything, though. I don't have that kind of constitution. Why am I talking so much?
You're stoned.
Am I? Am I? I am not.
I am.
Are you? You are not. I'm so dry.
You're stoned.
Is that part of it?
You'll probably get hungry, too.
Yes. Should I feel that,
You
too?
don't have to feel anything.
Are you hungry, Dave?
No. I'd like some water, though.
Oh, me too. Do you want some, Robert?
No, thank you.
What?
I already have some, Jenny, thank you.
Some what, Robert?
You asked him, honey, water.
Oh! Water! I could not remember what we were talking about.
You see, you forget when you're high.
Oh, God, do you? Wow. Are you high, Dave?
I'm potted.
Potted?
That is beautiful.
Jesus.
You're really high now, huh?
Jesus.
That's twice you said Jesus.
You're kidding.
No, you said it 2 times. She never swears.
I did not even know I'd said it once.
Say son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch.
Say kiss my ass.
Kiss my ass. Kiss my ass, you son of a bitch.
Oh,
Oh, Jesus.
Ah!
That's 3. Oh, shh. I'll wake the kids. Let's laugh to ourselves.
Jenny, for God's sake.
We'll get evicted.
Oh, Jenny. Oh, you're terrific. Mwah. You are the girl I should have married.
Listen. I know a darling girl in this building that you will just love.
What?
When are you going to get married?
What?
I mean it. To me, a person is not complete until he's married.
He's complete enough. You're better off the way you are.
That's what I hear.
Dave, do you mean that?
No. Well, frankly, sometimes I'd like to be single.
Oh, that's not even funny.
It has nothing to do with you.
I'm your wife.
That's the way I want it, but don't you ever wish you could be single again? I mean, for an hour even?
No. Could you make it 2 hours? Bobby, you get yourself married. You see the ideas that you're giving Dave.
Oh, I will. It's not like I'm avoiding marriage. It's avoiding me, if anything. I'm ready.
Actually, you are not. But listen, not everybody should be married, I guess.
I don't know. Actually, a man should be married. Your life has a What am I trying to say? A point to it. A bottom. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I have everything. But freedom. Which is everything, huh? No. This is everything. I got my wife, my kids, a home. I feel that, well, you gotta give up to get. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I agree. But you know what bothers me is if you marry, then you've got another person there all the time. Plus, you can't get out of it whenever you just might want to get out of it. You're caught, see? And even if you do get out of it, what have you got to show for it? Not to mention the fact that then you've always been married. I mean, you can never not have been married again.
I don't feel you're really ready. Do you think maybe, subconsciously, you might be resisting it?
No, negative. Absolutely not. I have no block, no resistance. I'm ready to be married.
Then why aren't you?
I've always had things that I wanted to accomplish. That's the main reason. First I had to finish school, and then I wanted to get started, to get some kind of security, and just things that I wanted to do before I could even begin to think in terms of marriage. I know that can sound like rationalization, but it's not. Frankly, I want to have some fun before I had to settle down.
Right, and you've done all those things.
Right. And why am I not married, huh? Wow, taking me on a bummer. You wait, though. You just wait. You're going to see major changes in my life. I meet women all the time, all over the place. All you got to do is live in New York, you meet a girl in a minute. And I have met some real special ladies recently. Like right now, I'm dating this flight attendant. Cute, original, odd. And Kathy, you guys never met Kathy, did you? Well, she's the best. I'm talking the best. Oh, and then there's Marta. God, now. She is fun. I am certainly not resisting marriage. I mean it when I say that my life is totally prepared for a gigantic change right now. I am ready to be married.
Right. Then why aren't you?
Right.
Right. Right. Right. You could drive a person crazy. You could drive a person mad. First you make a person hazy. So a person could be had. Then you leave the person dangling, sadly, outside your door, which it only makes a person badly. Once you leave it there, I could understand a person if he said to go away. I could understand a person if he happened to be gay. A person that titillates a person and leaves her flat is crazy. He's a troubled person. He's a truly crazy person himself. Master, goddamn cockroach! Throw some balls, you son of a bitch! Die! When person's personality is personable, you shouldn't ought to sit like a lump. It's harder than a matador coercible, trying to get you off of your rump. So single and attentive and attractive a man is everything a person could wish. But turning off a person is the act of a man who likes to pull the hooks out of fish. Knock, knock, is anybody there? Knock, knock, it really isn't fair. Knock, knock, I'm working on my charms. Knock, knock, a zombie's in my arms. Oh, that sweet affection, what is wrong? Where's the loose connection? How long, oh Lord, how long? Oh, baby, bobby, booby, bobby, you can drive a person buggy. You can blow a person cool. First you make a person feel all huggy, while you make her feel cool. When a person says that you've upset her, that's when you're dead. You impersonate a person better than a zombie should. I could understand a person if he wasn't good in bed. I could understand a person if he actually was dead. Exclusive you, any person ever exclusive you. You're crazy. You're a lovely person.
I'm starving. I'll get us something to eat. Do one of you sons of bitches want to help? Then kiss my ass.
Oh, boy.
Would you light another one?
Just a cigarette.
Shall I roll another one?
Maybe one?
No.
I can roll another one in a second.
No.
No more?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
It'll just take a second to make another one.
Listen, you two have one.
I don't want one.
Have one if you want one.
But I don't. I'll get some food. Isn't he a marvelous man?
I married a square, a confessed square.
Bobby, we're just too old. We were all trying to keep up with the kids tonight. Goodness, we've been there already. Who wants to go back? But anyway, what do I know?
Hey, Screwball, I'm starving.
I love you so much.
Food.
Bobby, put that stuff away. Come on, put it in your pocket. Take it home. Come on. Thank you. I don't know, maybe you're right. Whoever knows.
What was all that?
She doesn't go for it. I thought she wouldn't go for it.
She was stoned.
Not really. She doesn't get things like that. I mean, she'll go along with it, but that's about it.
She didn't like it.
I know her. She didn't.
You want me to get you some?
She'd have a fit. I'm really surprised she did it tonight.
She loved it.
For me. She loved it for me. She didn't really love it. I know her. She's what she said. Square. Dumb.
Like a fox.
Bobby,
Bobby.
Bobby, baby.
Bobby, Bubby.
Robbie!
Robert, darling. Bobby, we've been trying
Bobby.
to reach you.
Bobby, Bubby.
I've got something to tell
Bobby,
you.
love.
Bobby, honey, Bobby, it's important, all right?
Bobby, baby. Bobby.
Bobby, baby!
Bobby, look, I know how you hate it, and
Not that you don't know.
Special. Bobby, come on over for dinner. There's someone we want you to meet. Bobby, come on over for dinner. This girl from the office,
Eastern Ohio.
it'll just be the four of us. You'll love her. Have I got a girl for you? Wait till you meet her. Have I got a girl for you, boy, oh boy? Dumb and with a weakness for Sazerac slings. You give her even the fruit and she swings. The kind of girl you can't send through the mail. Call me tomorrow, I want the details.
Have I got a chick for you? Wait till you meet her. Have I got a chick for you, boy? Who, boy? Smart. She's into all those exotic mistakes, the Kama Sutra and Chinese techniques. I hear she knows more than 75. Call me tomorrow if you're still alive.
Have I got a girl for you? I got a girl for you. Wait till you meet her. Wait till you meet her. I got a girl. Have I got a girl for you, boy? To be in your shoes, what I wouldn't give. I mean the freedom to go out and live. And as for settling down and all that, marriage may be where it's been, but it's not where it's at. What do you like? You like coming home to a kiss, somebody with a smile at the door. What do you like? You like indescribable bliss. Then what do you want to get married for? What do you like? You like an excursion to Rome, suddenly taking off to explore. What do you like? You like having meals cooked at home. Then what do you want to get married for? What do you want to get married for? What do you want to get married for? What do you want to get married for?
Someone is waiting, cool as Sarah, easy and loving as Susan. Jenny, someone is waiting, warm as Susan, frantic and touching as Amy. Joanne, Lord, I know her I met her? Have I missed her? Did I let her go? A Susan sort of Sarah, a Jenny-ish Joanne. Wait for me, I'm ready now. I'll find you if I can. Someone will hold me, soft as Jenny, skinny and blue-eyed as Amy. Susan, someone will wake me, sweet as Amy, tender and foolish as Sarah. Joanne, did I know her? Have I waited too long? Maybe so, but maybe so has she. My blue-eyed Sarah, warm Joanne, sweet Jenny, loving Susan, crazy Amy, wait for me. I'll hurry, wait for me. Hurry, wait for me.
Another 100 people just got off of the train and came up to the ground, while another 100 people just got off of the bus and are looking around at another 100 people who got off of the plane and are looking at us who got off of the train and the plane and the bus maybe yesterday. It's a city of strangers. Some come to work, some to play. A city of strangers. Some come to stare, some to stay. And every day, the ones who stay can find each other in the crowded streets and the guarded parks, by the rusty fountains and the dusty trees with the battered barks. And they walk together by the plastered walls of the crude remarks. And they meet at parties with the friends of friends who they never know. Will you pick me up or do I meet you there? Shall we let it go? Did you get my message? 'Cause I looked in vain. Can we see each other Tuesday if it doesn't rain? Look, I'll call you in the morning or my service will explain. And another 100 people just got off of the train.
I didn't come right to New York. I went to Northwestern University for 2 years. But it was a pitiful mistake. I was on probation the whole 2 years. I was getting ready to go back to Shaker Heights when I decided where I really wanted to live, more than any other place, was Radio City. I thought it was a wonderful little city near New York. So I came here. I'm very dumb.
You're not dumb, April.
To me, I am. Even the only reason why I stayed in New York is because I just cannot get interested in myself. I'm so boring.
I find you very interesting.
Well, I'm just not. I used to think I was so odd, but my roommate is the same way. He's also very dumb.
Oh, you never mentioned him. Is he your lover?
No. No, we just share this great big apartment on West End Avenue. We have our own rooms and everything. I'd show it to you, but we've never had company. He's the sweetest thing, actually. I think he likes the arrangement. I don't know, though. We never discuss it. He was born in New York, so nothing really interests him. I don't have anything more to say.
What would you do if either of you ever got married?
Get a bigger place, I guess.
And they find each other in the crowded streets and the guarded parks, by the rusty fountains and the dusty trees with the battered barks. And they walk together past the plastered walls of the crude remarks. And they meet at parties through the friends of friends who they never know. Will you pick me up or do I meet you there? Shall we let it go? Did you get my message? 'Cause I looked in vain. Can we see each other Tuesday if it doesn't rain? Look, I'll call you in the morning or my service will explain. And another 100 people just got off of the train.
This is really exciting, Kathy. Fascinating.
Robert, you're awful.
You come here a lot, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Terrific. And maybe next we could go watch a haircut.
You can't bear that with a big party going on. I talked you into coming here with me.
What party are you talking about? No, oh, that party. I'd completely forgotten about that party, but hey, maybe we could still make it.
Robert, will you try to enjoy this? Imagine being in a tiny, quiet little pocket of a park right here in the middle of the busy, noisy East 50s. Park that's simple and pretty. With that waterfall on the wall over there, always makes me ache to be back at the Cape.
You are some piece of work, lady.
What I am is like this park here, out of place.
You are like this park. Very lovely. Very.
You know, I used to dream I'd come to New York, have 2 terrific affairs, and then get married. I always knew I was meant to be a wife.
Then how come we never got married? Why'd you never ask me?
You want to marry me?
I did.
What?
I honestly did.
When did...
In the beginning, but then I don't know. I never thought that you would.
I would. I never understood why you never asked me.
So you wanted to marry me and I wanted to marry you? And how the hell did we ever end up such good friends?
Oh, Robert. I never let you know what a good man I think you are and how much you meant. Robert, I'm serious. I brought you here because I wanted to tell you alone. Moving back up to Cape Cod, I'm getting married.
Married?
Yeah, some people still get married, you know.
Did you just suddenly fall in love?
I'll be a good wife. I want real things now, a husband and a family. I don't want to keep running around this city like I'm having a life.
The problem is you want too little. That's the hardest thing in the world to get. Thank you for your park.
You're welcome. Hey, but see, it and I, we just don't fit. I think there's a time to come to New York and a time to leave. Enjoy your party.
Another 100 people just got off of the train and came up through the ground, while another 100 people just got off of the bus and are looking around at another 100 people who got off of the plane and are looking at us, who got off of the train and the plane and the bus maybe yesterday. It's a city of strangers. Some come to work, some to play. A city of strangers. Some come to stare, some to stay. And every day some go away, or they find each other in the crowded streets and the guarded parks, by the rusty mountains and the dusty trees with the battered barks. And they walk together past the plastered walls with the crude remarks. And they meet at parties with the friends of friends who they looked in vain. Did we see each other Tuesday if it doesn't rain? Look, I'll call you in the morning or my service will explain. And another 100 people just got off of the train. Another 100 people just got off of the train. And another 100 people just got off of the train. And another 100 people just got off of the train. Another 100 people just got off of the train. You want to know why I came to New York? I came because New York is the center of the world. And that's where I want to be. You know what the pulse of this city is?
A busy signal.
The pulse of this city, kiddo, is me. This city is for the me's of this world. People that want to be right in the heart of it. I'm like the soul of New York.
How about that?
See, smart remarks do not a person make. How many Puerto Ricans do you know, huh?
Well, let's see. There's this guy at work, and there's a...
How many blacks?
Well, see, frankly, I just seem to meet people like myself.
Oh, God, talk about pathetic. Jews, gays, Hispanics, Arabs, street people, all my closest, my best friends. Listen, I don't pass people on the street. I stop and I know them. In this city, every son of a bitch I meet is my new best friend. Oh, I go uptown, like to the dentist or something, and I swear, suddenly I want to cry because I think, oh my God, I'm uptown. Oh, and 14th Street. Well, I don't know why anybody talks about any place else because that is the center of the universe.
14th Street.
That's humanity, 14th Street. That's everything. And if you don't like it there, they got every subway you can name to take you where you like it better.
Well, God bless 14th Street.
Oh, this city. I kiss the ground of it. Someday, you know what I want to do? I want to get dressed up all in black. Black dress, black shoes, black hat, everything black, and go to some bar and sit at the end of the counter and drink and cry. That is my idea of honest-to-God sophistication. I mean, that is New York. You always make me feel like I got the next line. What is it with you?
I just never met anybody like you.
Me neither. You know what this city is?
What?
Where a person can really feel it? It's in a person's ass.
Oh.
Ooh. Yeah. See, if you're really a part of this city, you know, relaxed, cool, in the flow of it, your ass is like this. If you're just living here, running around, uptight, not really a part of this city, your ass is like this.
I hesitate to ask. That's a fascinating theory. Fascinating. And at this moment, extraordinarily accurate.
Amy, I can't find my shoes. Today's for Amy. Amy, I give you the rest of my life, to cherish and to keep you, to honor you forever. Today is for Amy, my happily soon to be wife. Amy, we're really getting married.
Pardon me, is everybody there? Because if everybody's there, I want to thank you all for coming to the wedding. I'd appreciate you going even more. I mean, you must have lots of better things to do, and not a word of it to Paul. Remember, Paul, you know the man I'm going to marry, but I'm not, because I wouldn't ruin anyone as wonderful as he is. But I thank you all for the gifts and the flowers. Thank you all. Now it's back to the showers. Don't tell Paul, but I'm not getting married today. Suicide note. Listen, everybody, look, I don't know what you're waiting for. A wedding, what's a wedding? It's a prehistoric ritual where everybody promises fidelity forever, which is maybe the most horrifying word I've ever heard, and which is followed by a honeymoon where suddenly you realize he's saddled with the nut and want to kill me when you should. So thanks a bunch, but I'm not getting married. Go have lunch, because I'm not getting married. You've been grand, but I'm not getting married. Don't just stand there, I'm not getting married. And don't tell Paul, but I'm not getting married today. Go, can't you go? Why is nobody listening? Goodbye, go and cry at another person's wake. If you're quick for a kick, you could pick a butt christening, but please, on my knees, there's a human life at stake. Listen, everybody, I'm afraid you didn't hear. Do you want to see a crazy lady fall apart in front of you? It isn't only Paul who may be ruining his life. You know, we're both of us losing our identities. I telephoned my analyst about it, and he said to see him Monday. But by Monday, I'll be floating in the Hudson with the other garbage. I'm not well, so I'm not getting married. You've been swell, but I'm not getting married. Clear the hall, because I'm not getting married. Thank you all, but I'm not getting married. And don't tell Paul, but I'm not getting married today.
And
perhaps I'll collapse in the arms right before you also take back the cake, burn the shoes, and boil the rice. Look, I didn't want to have to tell you, but I may be coming down with hepatitis, and I think I'm going to faint. So if you want to see me faint, I'll do it happily. But wouldn't it be funnier to go and watch a funeral so that you put the 27 dinner plates, the 37 butter knives, 47 paper plates, 57 candles?
One more thing.
I am not getting married.
Softly said.
But I'm not getting married.
With this ring.
Still, I'm not getting married.
I thee wed.
See, I'm not getting married. Let us pray that we're not getting married.
Amy?
You're starting. Don't talk, please. Why don't the two of you just sit down and talk to each other? I can't think with the two of you following me every place I go, from the bedroom to the bathroom to the kitchen. I feel like I'm leading a parade. Paul, stop staring. I feel it like bullets right through my back. No, Paul, please. I'm so crazy I left the refrigerator door open last night, so the orange juice is hot. Here. And if you say thank you, I will go running out of this apartment and move into the hopeless cases section at Bellevue, where they'll understand me. Don't talk, please. Paul, I apologize. You say whatever you want to say. Anything you like. Who am I telling you what to do? Oh, Paul.
The orange juice is hot, but thanks.
Say, Paul, you don't thank a person for hot orange juice, you slug 'em.
The toast. Now I blew the toast.
That's okay.
Stand it. It is not okay, Paul. It does not even remotely resemble okay. It is the opposite of okay. See, Robert, this is the real me. Crazed.
I was just thinking that this is probably a more interesting wedding breakfast than most. The bride is in a high-energy mode, and the groom is abnormally quiet. But yet a festive atmosphere pervades the room. I guess it's the best man, smiling, even as he dies from drinking boiled orange juice.
I would laugh, Robert, if it weren't also tragic. How do I look? Funny?
Yeah, that's a funny dress.
That dumb hairdresser curled my hair like he was on withdrawal. Oh, what are you so happy about all the time?
You.
This is the most neurotic, insane. It is so crazy having this enormous wedding and everything after we've been living together all these years. Paul, it's embarrassing. People will think I'm pregnant.
That's next year. Listen, if we hurry, we're late.
What am I doing? I'm 31.
And perfect.
Oh, an oldie but a goodie, huh? This is just incredible. 2 years with a psychiatrist, and look where it leads. I'm just so glad we're not having a Catholic wedding, because next year, when I get the divorce, I won't be a sinner. Whoever would have thought I'd marry someone Jewish? Jewish! I didn't even know anybody who was Jewish. You see, Robert, that was probably my main attraction. Look what a little Catholic rebellion will lead to. The very first moment I met Paul, I said to myself, that's what I really like, that Jew. He was so beautiful, inside and out, beautiful. Paul would kiss me and I'd think, oh, I've got my very own Jew.
What is all this about me being Jewish today? About 3/4 of your friends are Jewish. Hurry.
Did I ever say I like my friends? I do not. I much prefer my Gentile enemies. At least they leave you alone. And I need to be left alone. I'm just like Robert.
I'm not like that. What the hell are you talking about? Just don't answer because we don't have time.
Amy, after all these years, don't you know we fit?
The higher you go, the harder you hurt when you fall.
I've never dropped you yet.
Whoever reads this, I love you. Well, thank you. I love you.
Thank him, the phantom. He leaves notes like that all over the place. A person can't stand all that sweetness, Paul. Nobody human can stand all that everlasting affection.
Amy, don't you think we should go?
I can't.
Amy, if anybody should be married, it's you. Tell her, Robert.
Robert, tell me? Who's going to tell Robert?
I can't tell anybody anything like that, Paul. I guess whatever's right will happen.
I see.
Listen, I'm gonna call and say that we'll be late. That we will be a little late. People will be getting there, don't you think?
Amy, do you see what you're doing to yourself? Do you know if other people did to you what you do to yourself, they could be put in jail? Come on.
Oh, Paul, look. Oh, look. It's starting to rain.
It's starting to rain. The line was busy. Oh, hey, guess who I ran into on my way over here? Helen Kincaid. Do you remember Helen Kincaid? I brought her around a couple times. Well, she's married now. I almost didn't recognize her, all fat and blousy and sort of...
Amy, come on, we're late.
I can't do it, Paul. I don't understand how I ever let it get this far. Will you look at that? Now it's really starting to rain. Look at it. It's a flood. It's a sign. Thank you, God. Now explain it to him.
Amy, let's go. All of our friends are waiting.
Paul, that's no reason. I just can't. I'm so afraid.
Of what?
I don't know. I don't know. I just think you're not really for me, Paul. I just think maybe nobody's really for me. I never saw one good marriage, never. Not in my entire life.
You just see what you look for, you know? I've seen a lot. Listen, Amy, married people are no more marriage than musicians are music. Just because some of the people might be wrong doesn't matter. It is still right.
Yes, well, I'll put that on a sampler, Paul. Please. I am not being emotional. I'm as sane as can be. Paul, I'm sorry. I don't love you enough.
Robert, would you call and explain?
What did I just do?
You did what you had to do, I guess. If it was right, you would have gone through with it. That's what I think. Anyway. Amy. Marry me.
What?
Marry me.
Huh?
You said it before, we're just alike. Why don't we, Amy?
Why don't we, Robert?
Bobby, 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 baby, Bobby, Bobby, Bobby.
Marry me, and everybody will leave us alone.
Bobby, Bobby, how have you been? Stop by on your way home. Bobby, we've been thinking of you.
Isn't this some world? I'm afraid to get married, and you're afraid not to. Thank you, Robert. I'm really... It's just that you have to want to marry somebody, not just somebody. Well, will you look at that? He went out without an umbrella or anything. He'll get pneumonia. I've got to catch him. I'm getting married. And he's so good, isn't he? So good.
Amy.
I'm the next bride!
Bobby, come on over for dinner. Just be the three of us, only the three of us. We
Marry me a little, love me just enough. Cry, but not too often. Play, but not too rough. Keep a tender distance, so we'll both be free. That's the way it ought to be. I'm ready, marry me a little. Do it with a will. Make a few demands I'm able to fulfill. Want me more than others, not exclusively. That's the way it ought to be. I'm ready. I'm ready now. You can be my best friend. I can be your right arm. We'll go through a fight or two. No harm, no harm. We'll look not too deep. We'll go not too far. We won't have to give up a thing.
stay who we are. Right. Okay then. I'm ready. I'm ready now. Stop. Marry me a little. Love me just enough. Warm and sweet and easy. Just the simple stuff. Keep a tender distance, so we'll both be free. That's the way it ought to be. I'm ready, marry me a little. Body, heart, and soul. Passionate as hell, but always in control. Want me first and foremost. Keep me company. That's the way it ought to be. I'm ready. I'm ready now. Oh, how gently we'll talk. Oh, how softly we'll tread. All the stings, the ugly things we'll keep unsaid. We'll build a cocoon of love and respect. You promise whatever you like, I'll never collect. Right? Okay then. I'm ready. I'm ready now. I'm ready.
Well, our blessings, Robert.
Don't tell your wish, Bobby, or it won't come true.
You just blew it.
It probably was a wish you wouldn't have got anyway, Robert.
You wish for a wife, Robert? Don't. You're a lucky son of a gun now. Hang in there.
Stay exactly the same. You may be the one constant in this world of variables.
I don't know, Sarah. You can't stay in your 30s forever.
You'll still get your wish, Bobby.
Won't.
I think he still gets his wish.
I say he won't.
Joanne, honey, come on. See, when she and Robert get together...
Larry, I am telling you, if you do not blow out all the candles on the cake, you do not get your wish. I know all the rules for birthday candle blowing. I've had enough for a wax museum.
All right. Actually, I didn't wish for anything.
What do you mean you didn't wish for anything?
Everybody's so curious.
Tell, but lie.
Thank you for including me in your thoughts, your lives.
Stay exactly as you are, Robert.
That's right, you sweet thing. Stay exactly as you are.
Everyone adores you. What an awful thing. I'd kiss you goodnight, Bobby, but Larry gets jealous.
Things happen for the best. I don't even believe that myself.
I mean, when you've got friends like mine. When you've got friends like mine. Isn't it warm? Isn't it rosy? Side by side.
He's such a cutie.
By
Isn't
side.
he a cutie?
Ports in a storm, comfy and cozy, side by side.
He never loses his cool.
By side.
I envy that.
Everything shines. How sweet. Side by side.
We're just so
so
by
fond
side.
of him.
Parallel lines who meet.
Love him, can't get enough of him.
Everyone winks, nobody's nosy. Side by side.
He's just crazy about
by
me.
side.
He's a very tender guy.
You make the drinks and I'll bring the posy. Side by side.
He's always there when you need him.
By side. One is lonely and two is boring. Think what you can keep ignoring. Side
He's my best friend.
by side.
Second
By
best.
side.
7 times a godfather, year after year, older and older.
It's amazing. We've gotten older every year, and he seems to stay exactly the same.
Sharing a tear, lending a shoulder.
You know what comes to my mind when I see him? The Seagram's building. Isn't that funny?
Think we got fun, no straight.
Sometimes I catch him looking and looking. I just look right back.
Permanent sun, now rain. We're so crazy, he's so sane. Friendship forbids anything better.
A person like Bob doesn't have the good things, and he doesn't have the bad things. But he doesn't have the good things.
Being the kids as well as the sinner.
Let me make him a drink. He's the only guy I know I feel should drink more.
One's impossible, 2 is dreary, 3 is company, safe and cheery.
He always looks like he's keeping score. Who's winning, Robert?
Here is the church, here is the steeple. Open the doors and see all the crazy married people.
What would we do without you? How would we ever get through? Would I come thank you for hours? Bring all the flowers when I have the flu? Finish yesterday's stew. Take the kids to one zoo. Who is so dear and who is so deep? And who would keep me up in wine when I want to sleep? How would we ever get through? What would we do without you? What would we do without you? How would we ever get through? Should there be a marital squabble, available bottle, be there with the glue? Who could we open up to? Secrets we keep from guess who? Who is so safe and who is so sound? You never need an analyst with Bobby around. How would we ever get through? What would we do without you? Who sends anniversary wishes? Who helps with the dishes and never says boo? Sergeant's on cue. Who cheers us up when we're blue? Who is a flirt, but never a threat? Reminds us of our birthdays, which we always forget. What would we do without you?
That's what you usually do.
Right! You sit with us, you share with us, you think with us, you bear with us. Isn't it war? Isn't it rosy
It's a darling apartment.
Thank you.
Just darling. Did you do it yourself?
Me, yes, I did, yes.
Yourself?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Huh. It's darling. Did you really do it yourself?
Yes. Why? Did you hear I didn't?
No. But, well, look. This is just precious.
It is, isn't it? I never really look at it. I just live here.
Oh, it's terribly clever. And see how nicely all the furniture is placed in areas to make it so warm and sweet and tucked in.
How about that?
And the choice of colors is so relaxing and simple and masculine.
See that?
Well, isn't that tasteful and interesting?
Yes, I'll take it. I mean, I've always liked my apartment, but I'm never really in it. I just seem to pass through the living room on my way to the bedroom to go to the bathroom to get ready to go out again.
You mean you never really spend any time in here? And it's so dear. But maybe that's why you like it so much. If you don't spend much time in it, it keeps it special and important.
Yes. And this is the bedroom, over here. You love it, I can tell. Well, I can always look for another place.
Darling,
Yes.
Robert,
What?
I worry.
Why?
He's all alone. There's no one
Where?
in his life. Robert ought to have a woman. Poor baby, all alone. Evening after evening by the telephone. We're the only tenderness he's ever known. Poor baby. David,
Yes.
Bobby,
What?
I worry.
Why?
It's such a waste. There's no one
Where?
in his life. Bobby ought to have a woman. Poor baby sitting there, staring at the walls and playing solitaire, making conversation with the empty air. Poor baby.
Right after I became a flight attendant, a friend of mine who had a garden apartment gave me a cocoon for my bedroom. He collects things like that, insects and caterpillars and all that. It was attached to a twig, and he said one morning I'd wake up to find a beautiful butterfly in my bedroom when it hatched. He also said that when they first come out, they're soaking wet, and there's a tiny drop of blood there, too. Isn't that fascinating? But then within an hour they dry off and then they begin to fly. Well, I told him I had a cat. I had a cat then. And he said, just put the cocoon somewhere where the cat couldn't get at it, which is impossible. But what can you do? So I put it up on this ledge where the cat never went. And the next morning, it was still there at least, so it seemed safe to leave it. Well, anyway, almost a week later, very, very early, this one morning, the guy calls me, and he said, "April, do you have a butterfly this morning?" So I told him to hold on, and I managed to get up and look, and there on that ledge was a wet spot and a tiny speck of blood, but no butterfly. And I thought, oh, dear God in heaven, the cat got it. So I picked up the phone to tell this guy. And just then, suddenly, I spotted it under the dressing table. It was moving one wing. The cat had got it, but it was still alive. And so I told the guy, and he got so upset. And he said, "Oh, no. Oh, God. No, don't you see that is a life? That is a living thing." Well, I got dressed and I went to the park and I put it on a rose. It was summer then. And it really seemed like it was going to be all right. I think, anyway. But that man, I really felt damaged by him. Awful. That was just cruel. So I went home and I called him back and I said, "Listen, I am a living thing too, you shithead." Well, I never saw him again.
That reminds me of something that I did to someone once in Miami. I mean, it's not really the same, but in a way. You'll see anyway. I met this girl, a lovely girl at a party one night, and, well, it was just like you and me, April. We just connected. You don't mind my telling you this, do you?
No.
It just came to my mind. Anyway, we just connected in such a beautiful way. Exactly like tonight. Except we couldn't contain ourselves. It was incredible. We were talking and suddenly we realized we just couldn't talk anymore. No sounds came. We stood looking at each other. We were both bathed in perspiration. Our breathing was so short and our legs were trembling. And we just left. We drove to one of those strips there where they have all those motels. And we didn't even say anything. She just sat so close to me. So close. We got inside that room and we started touching. And kissing. And laughing. And holding. And suddenly she said I should go get lots of champagne and some baby oil. And we should get beautifully high and then rub the... Well, you know. She said she'd be in bed, waiting for me. I rushed out of there, and I drove around looking for a liquor and a drugstore open. And I got all the champagne and the baby oil, and finally I started back to the motel, and I could not find it. I looked for over 3 hours. I never found it. And I never saw her again, either.
That is the most extraordinary story I have ever heard. That poor girl. And you drove around for 3 hours?
More. All night I looked for that motel. I mean, all night. With all that oil. And the champagne, and my hands trembling. And the sweat running down my face.
Well, that girl, she never knew. Oh. Well, I don't know what to say or do. That is so sad.
I know.
It is. Very.
But, Robert, those stories don't follow. I don't see the connection. Unless you must have thought of that poor girl as the wounded butterfly.
Yes, that's it.
Robert, Bobby, Robert, Angel, Bobby, honey, you know no one wants you to be happy more than I do. No one, but isn't she a little bit, well, you know, face it, no one wants I do better. No one, isn't she a little bit, well, you know, face it, no one wants you to be happy more than I do. No one wants you to be happy more than I do. No one, face it, isn't she a little bit, well, dumb, tacky,
She's tall enough to be your mother, dear Goliath. Poor baby, all alone. Throw a lonely dog a bone, it's still a bone. We're the only tenderness he's ever known. Poor baby.
Where you going?
Barcelona,
Oh,
don't get up.
do you have to?
Yes, I have to.
Oh,
Don't get up. Now you're angry.
no, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not. Put your things down.
See, you're angry.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not. Put your wings down and stay.
Leaving
Why?
to go to.
Stay.
I have to
Fly, I know, to Barcelona. Look, you're a very special girl, not just overnight. No, you're a very special girl, and not because you're bright, not just because you're bright. You're just a very special girl, June. April.
Thank you.
What you thinking?
Barcelona,
Oh,
flight 18.
stay a minute.
I would like to.
So,
Don't be mean.
stay a minute.
No, I can't.
Yes, you can.
No, I can't.
Where you going?
Barcelona
So you said,
and Madrid
bon voyage.
on a Boeing.
Good night.
You're angry.
No,
I've got to
right,
report to.
go.
That's not to say that if I had my way. Oh, well, I guess. Okay,
What?
I'll stay.
But. Oh, God.
Bobby, what a night.
dropped in. Oh, I know, you must be Kathy.
Wrong.
April. Shelley.
Kiki. Nancy.
Whoa. See, they're great kidders. This is Marta.
Marta, of course. And you're just what Robert said, so pretty and so original.
Oh, cool. Look, you can see the East River.
Well, I'm real surprised to find you two out on your terrace.
Oh, I decided to fix it all up.
Is our Robert not a thing of beauty and a boy forever?
So how you been, Bob?
Oh, you know me, always happy.
Yo, Bob, did Susan ever show the terrific pictures from Mexico when I went down to get the divorce?
Divorce? You mean you two are not married now?
Well, not since the divorce.
It was so absolutely sensational, I phoned Susan to come down and join me.
We both put on 5 pounds.
Then where are you living now, Peter?
We're here at home. I mean, I've got responsibilities. I've got Susan and the kids to take care of. Certainly would never leave them.
So, are you two considering getting married again?
Married? Oh, no, we tried that, thank you very much.
We're so much more married now than we were when we were married.
Well, I guess it takes two to make a happy divorce.
Whenever Robert's over, I get this feeling we're auditioning for him.
Well, you know my favorite quote, the unexamined life is not worth living.
And I think mine is the unlived life is not worth examining.
Why don't I skedaddle inside and I'll fix us a quick lunch? Look, we're all 4 single. It's nicer, I think. Especially if you have someone.
I know, this is why you love New York.
Yes.
Marta, come so we can talk about you-know-who.
She's terrific, Robert. Are you excited about the younger generation?
At moments.
Jesus, Robert. This is when I should be being born. This is my age. Wild-ass kids with probing minds, rebelling against all the crap. I identify with those kids.
Shouldn't. You're the enemy, the same as their parents.
No, sir, not I.
Peter, we're square to those kids.
Robert, did you ever have a homosexual experience?
I beg your pardon?
Oh, I don't mean as a kid. I mean since you've been an adult. Have you ever?
Oh. Well, yes. I have, actually, yes.
You're not gay, are you?
No. No. Are you?
No. No, for Christ's sake. I've tried it more than once, though.
Is that a fact?
Yeah, I think sometimes you meet someone and you just love the crap out of them, you know?
Oh, absolutely, I'm sure that's true.
Sometimes you just want to manifest that love, that's all.
Yeah, I understand, absolutely.
Yeah, like sometimes you can even know someone for a long, long time, and suddenly out of nowhere you just want to have them. Even an old friend, you all of a sudden desire that intimacy, that closeness.
Probably.
Oh, I'm convinced. But 2 men really would, well, if it wasn't for society and all the conventions and all that crap, I'd just go off and ball. I'd be better off for it. Deeper, closer, don't you think?
Well, I don't know.
I mean, like us, for example. Do you think you and I could ever have anything like that?
Oh, I get it. You're putting me on. Oh, man. You really had me going, you son of a gun. I think they're gonna hurt themselves.
What if their mothers came in and saw them up there dancing like that? Think of their poor mothers. He's embarrassing.
Anyway, those people that laugh and carry on and dance like that, they're not happy.
Think of your poor mother!
It's not what you call self-conscious.
He's not what you'd call. Big show off. It really shocks me to see a grown man dance like that. I am shocked! You hear? Shocked! Where was I? Oh, my first husband. He is so difficult to remember. Even when you're with him. We got married here in New York. I was just out of college. See, he was here on some business deal, but he owned a big meatpacking company in Chicago. Attractive. Well, we lived in New York for almost a year, and then one day he had to go back to Chicago. And do you know he was actually surprised when I told him I would just wait here for him? I mean, I still really don't know quite where Chicago is. It's over there somewhere. He said he didn't really plan to come back, so I knew we were in a tiny dilemma. At least he was. I was still too young, but I was old enough to know where I was living, and I had no intention of leaving New York. I've never left New York. Never have, never will. And least of all, would I ever want to go to a place where they actually feel honored being called hog butchers to the world. They're proud of that. I said, kiss off, Rodney. But I said it nicer. Well, we got a divorce. A divorce. One word means all that. Another drink. Guy. Sir. Oh, sir! Woo! We already gave.
So you had a few while I was dancing, huh?
Larry, what the hell was all that carrying on about? What was that? Shocking.
I asked you to dance.
I only dance when you can touch. I don't think standing, bumping around, making an ass out of oneself is a dance. I find it unbelievably humiliating watching my own husband flouncing around the dance floor, jerking and sashaying all over the place like Ann Miller. Take off the red shoes, Larry, off.
Was I really that good?
Very. Excellent. Amazingly good.
Joanne, I love it when you're jealous. Kiss me.
I hated dinner, I hated the opera, and I hated here. What I need is more to drink. And look at Bobby, how desperately he needs another drink. Sir, 2 more bourbons and a vodka stinger, sir! Do you know, we are suddenly at an age where we find ourselves too young for the old people and too old for the young ones. We are nowhere. I think we better drink to us. To us, the generation gap. We are the generation gap! Are they staring at me? Let them stare. Let them, those broads. What else have they got to do? All dressed up and no place to go.
What time is it?
In real life, will somebody get us another drink? Oh, you did. So aggressive. Stop staring! I'd like to propose a toast. Here's to the ladies who lunch. Everybody laugh. Lounging in their caftans and planning a brunch on their own behalf. Off to the gym then to a fitting, claiming they're fat and looking grim, 'cause they've been sitting, choosing a hat. Does anyone still wear a hat? I'll drink to that. Here's to the girls who stay smart. Aren't they a gas? Rushing to their classes in optical art, wishing it would pass. Another long, exhausting day, another $1,000. A matinee, a Pinter play, perhaps a piece of Mahler's. I'll drink to that. And one for Mahler. Here's to the girls who play wife. Aren't they too much? Keeping house but clutching a copy of Life just to keep in touch. The ones who follow the rules and meet themselves at the schools, too busy to know that they're fools. Aren't they a gem? I'll drink to them. Let's all drink to them. And here's to the girls who just watch. Aren't they the best? When they get depressed, it's a bottle of scotch plus a little jest. Another chance to disapprove, another brilliant zinger, another reason not to move, another vodka stinger. I'll drink to that. So here's to the girls on the go. Everybody tries. Look into their eyes and you'll see what they know. Everybody does. A toast to that invincible bunch. The dinosaur surviving the crunch. Let's hear it for the ladies who lunch. Everybody rise, 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 rise. Larry, I would like a cigarette. Remember when everyone used to smoke? How it was more festive, happier or something? Now every place is not unlike an operating room, for Christ's sake, huh?
I never smoked.
Why?
I don't know. I meant to. Does that count?
Meant to? Meant to? Story of your life. Meant to. Jesus, you are lifted right out of a Kraft Ebbing case history. You were always outside, looking in the window, while everyone was inside, dancing at the party. Now, I insist you smoke. Your first compromise. Here, Rob. Smoke.
No, thank you.
Joanne, honey, come on, he doesn't.
You smoke. I'll watch.
Watch. Did you hear what you just said, kiddo? Watch. I am offering you... Because you're weak. I hate people who are weak. That's the best. Smoking may be the only thing that separates us from the lower forms.
You want a split?
Of what?
See, every day Joanne tests me to see if I'll go away. Twice a year, my wife here packs up to leave, so I'll ask her to stay. My mother was a very difficult woman. And my old man left her, and he regretted it till the day he died. Now me, well, I married this wildly conceited broad with no self-esteem. I got a wife who still has this hard time believing she found a guy she daily fascinates. And unlike my father, I'm a very happy man. She doesn't act like this when you're not around, Bobby. I hope you get to meet Joanne sometime. She's really a terrific lady. In fact, you ever decide to get married, Bobby, make sure you find someone just like Joanne.
Don't ever get married, Bobby. Never. Why would you?
No, for company. I don't know. Like everybody else.
Who else?
Everybody who ever fell in love and got married.
I know both couples and they're both divorced. Larry, you interrupted me before. See what happens when you rush me? I wanted to toast my second husband.
It's late. I'm gonna go to the John, and when I get back, we'll be leaving. This holiday is ending. Okay?
I got the check. Oh, damn. I know he's off to pay the check. Or maybe buy the place. It is a comfort to have rich friends, but I do like to pay some of the time. Oh, well, you talked me into it. You have a good third husband, Joanne. He's a good man. Anyway. Thank you for the evening. I'm glad I joined you. I was really feeling low. Really depressed. I drank. But you really put it away tonight. The last several times we've gotten together, I have had shameful hangovers, abominable. I mean, we may be doing permanent damage. You think of that? I don't know what to think of the fact that you only drink with me. That is not unflattering, I guess. No. I hope I don't depress you. We have good times and it's a hoot. Yeah. Whatever you say. No, I would not care for a cigarette if that's what you're trying to stare me into. I am a product of my generation, and I do not smoke. My age group is a very uptight age group. Just middle age is breaking up that old gang of mine. It's very drunk out tonight. What are you looking at, Joanne? It's my charisma, huh? Well, stop looking at my charisma.
When are we gonna make it?
I beg your pardon?
When are we going to make it?
What's wrong with now?
There's my place. It's free tomorrow after 2. Larry goes to his gym and then right to the office. Don't talk. Don't do your folksy routine with me. You're a terribly attractive man. The kind of man most women want, but never seem to get. I'll take care of you.
But who will I take care of?
Well, did you hear yourself? Did you hear what you just said, kiddo?
I didn't mean that.
Oh, I just heard a door open that's been stuck a long time.
I haven't looked at all that.
Well, the check is paid and... What's wrong?
Because I have looked at all that, at marriages and all that, and what do you get for it? What do you get?
What happened?
I just did someone a big favor. Come on, Larry, let's go home.
What do you get?
Bobby, 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 Robert, darling, Bobby.
We've been trying to call you.
Bobby, Angel, I've got something to tell you. Bobby, honey, Bobby, we've been trying to reach you. Bobby, the kids are asking Bobby, there was something we wanted to say. Your mind was busy, Bobby.
What do you get? Someone to hold you too close. Someone to hurt you too deep. Someone to sit in your chair, to ruin your sleep.
That's true, but there is more than that.
Is that all you think there is to it?
You've got so many reasons for not being with someone, but Robert, you haven't got one good reason for being alone.
Come on, you're on to something, Bobby. You're on to something.
Someone to need you too much. Someone to know you too well. Someone to pull you up short, to put you through hell.
You're not a kid anymore, Robert. I don't think you'll ever be a kid again, kiddo.
Hey, buddy, don't be afraid it won't be perfect. The only thing to be afraid of really is that it won't be.
Don't stop now. Keep going.
Someone you have to let in. Someone whose feelings you spare. Someone who, like it or not, will want you to share a little, a lot.
And what does all that mean?
Robert, how do you know so much about it when you've never been there?
It's all much better living it than looking at it, Robert.
Add 'em up, Bobby. Add 'em up.
Someone to crowd you with love. Someone to force you to care. Someone to make you come through. Who'll always be there, as frightened as you of being alive. Being alive. Being alive. Being alive.
Blow out the candles, Robert, and make a wish. Want something. Want something.
Somebody hold me too close. Somebody hurt me too deep. Somebody sit in my chair and ruin my sleep and make me aware of being alive. Being alive. Somebody need me too much. Somebody know me too well. Somebody pull me up short and put me through hell and give me support for being alive. Make me alive. Make me alive. Make me confused. Mock me with praise. Let me be used. Vary my days, but alone is alone. Not alone. Somebody crowd me with love. Somebody force me to care. Somebody let me come through. I'll always be there, as frightened as you, to help us survive. Being alive. Being alive. Being
Must have been the apartment across the hall.
This is the craziest thing, huh?
Do you think something's wrong?
No. I think something is right.
So do I.
Well, I've called every joint in town.
It has been over 2 hours now. Maybe he forgot.
How could anyone forget a surprise party?
Maybe the surprise is on us. I think I got the message. Come on, Larry. Let's go home.
Yeah, I think we should.
Yes, I think we can go now.
Maybe we should leave him a note.
Maybe we should leave him alone.
I'll call him tomorrow.
Don't.
I won't.
David.
What?
Nothing.
Okay, everybody. All together.
Happy birthday, Robert.